I've applied our grip finish here, and we're going to do a Sparta Shield top coat.
This video is going to be all about top coating outdoors with our new product, Sparta Shield. The advantages of it, what to look for, tips and tricks, so stay tuned to find out. Alright, let's mix up this massive, huge, gigantic, safe mixing station we've got here.
It works. Look, just because it's small doesn't mean it's inadequate. It's how you use it.
I mean, because you wouldn't spill stuff, would you?
Exactly.
So just remember, when mixing your Sparta Shield, only mix as much as you can get on your job in about 20 minutes to half an hour. It is a rapid cure product, so you are on the clock once that A and B goes together.
I don't have a brush. I'll be back.
I just finished saying, make sure you're ready. I want to reduce the quantity in the bucket while Matt goes and gets a brush. So with Sparta Shield, as I said earlier, being a rapid cure product, you want to make sure you've got at least 20 minutes to half an hour to get it on the floor, so don't mix too much up. This is specifically designed for exterior applications to reduce the window of that happening. So Sparta Shield will be touch dry in about an hour, which reduces the window of leaves, dirt, dust flying into it and sticking into the coating after you've left the job. In most cases, by the time you've picked up your stuff and cleaned up your van, it's touch dry and nothing can stick in it. So at the moment I can pull these leaves out, but if I'd left the job and then it happened, they're going to be stuck in there. Another benefit of it is, because of that shorter window, the rapid cure, it restricts the ability for the slab to outgas. That window of opportunity of outgassing is significantly reduced because of the rapid cure. From an installer's perspective, the benefits of everything I've mentioned. Rapid cure, so it's a quick turnaround. During our field testing, where customers tell us on some of the larger jobs, 80, 90 squares, by the time they put their first coat and got to the end, at the beginning, was already touch dry. They could get back on it, walk on it in socks or spikes and start coating the second coat. So that's a huge benefit. The other benefit is what I'm dealing with now, leaves blowing into the job. By the time, as I said, I've packed up for the day, the coating's already gelled off and none of this will stick to it. But unless you can control the wind, it's handy to have a product like this. Return window?
I believe it's the same as Sparta 60, isn't it?
24 hours for light vehicle traffic, 5 hours for foot traffic. Personally, I'd just be telling the customer, just stay off it for, overnight, 24 hours. People are probably thinking, oh, I'm used to Sparta 60, amazing product. I do wet on wet. Can I do wet on wet with Sparta Shield? You can, but being rapid cure, your window of opportunity to pull that off is shortened. Because it's touch dry and firm, in an hour to an hour and a half, if you start to walk on it after about that 45-50 minute mark, it's already jelly. You can't walk on it in spikes because it won't self-heal. It's starting to firm up. So it depends on the size of the job as to whether you'll do a wet on wet application. But you can wait for that hour, hour and a half and then go straight back on it once it's firm enough to walk on and put another coat.
The durability of Sparta Shield is a lot similar to Sparta 60. So it's got all the same great properties of scratch resistance and hot tie pickup, all of this. It's just a quicker cure essentially. Gives the same high quality gloss as Sparta 60, just cures a little bit quicker, and it's designed for grip and quartz finishes.
So what are the limitations? I mean, let's talk about those. Because this product is formulated specifically for outdoor applications, doesn't mean it can't be used indoors. It can. The limitations of a rapid cure product are that you limit the ability for the product to fully glass out and level out because it's curing so quick. So I wouldn't recommend using Sparta Shield over a plain coat epoxy or a metallic floor, because you won't get that glass look. You'll get slight rippling across the floor. because the product cures so quick that it doesn't give it enough time to fully level. Now over a textured finish like grip finish, even a standard flake finish in a garage, you'll never notice that it's textured and ripply anyway. Let's go, it's done.
Up to you.
Go straight on if you want.
Straight on, all right.
Yeah, as long as you can reach over, because I can't.
Yeah, I can give you 2 lines if that works.
Roller pole's so sticky.
Well,
Must have been me.
start rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna, man. I'm getting gloves. Calm down.
Oh.
He gets all bossy all of a sudden. Start rolling. Cheap labourers. I'd be using it on all of my flake applications. It's something that won't get picked up on camera, but the feel of this product, I don't know. I really like it. I really like the way that it feels on the roller, the way that it spreads across the floor. And again, being somewhat of a perfectionist, the ability to hang around site for not even 10-15 minutes after I've finished rolling, know that floor's tacked off, and you know it's not going to get destroyed overnight or over the next couple of hours from debris. That's a big win for an installer. Just remember, it is 2-coat application like Sparta 60. Coating outdoors, it's important to know that you want that UV protection. Sparta Shield is 100% UV stable in and of itself, but it's also UV blocking. So we've had tests outdoors up here in Queensland for a month with this product in direct sun to test the UV stability of it and how it protects coatings underneath it, and it's performed phenomenally.
Especially against the competitor.
And we did those tests against 2 competitors' products side by side, and it outperformed them by far. But in order to get that UV package, in order to get that UV protection, 2 coats is required. So don't be a tight ass installer and put 1 coat and then wonder why the floor's not protected. Would I need 2 people to install this? Depends on the size of the floor. This floor, no way. Double garage, no way. And even up to 100 squares, not really, because as long as you cut and roll, so you don't try and cut the whole floor in and then roll it, you're going to be fine. But it's going to come down to the ability of each individual installer, because some guys roll quick, some guys roll slow, some people use 270s, others use 460s. You just stick to the rule. Only mix as much product as you can get on the floor in 20 minutes and you'll be fine. Let's talk about the smell for a second, actually. From my professional opinion, 14 years as an installer, every top coat I've used, all different brands, all of the good ones that use good ingredients stink. Can't get away from those, right? You can use products that don't smell, but they usually come at the cost of some sort of quality issue. Not maybe an issue, but it won't perform as well in certain conditions. So the beauty of Sparta Shield is the rapid cure. The smell goes away quicker. So once it's cured and it's firm, the smell's pretty much gone, or it's extremely minimal. Yeah, so it's only while you're applicating. Some of the other top coats, you know, they take longer to cure because we want them to glass off. The smell hangs around for a little bit longer. So it's another advantage of Sparta Shield, is that that rapid cure allows that smell to dissipate quicker. So within that 20-minute window, it's going to level the same as Sparta 60, okay? Outside of that 20-minute window and it starts to gel up, that's when the leveling properties are restricted. So as long as you can roll out even, then you're not going to have an issue with roller marks. But if you start to roll over this in 40 minutes, in 35 minutes, you're going to put a roller mark in it because it's starting to get sticky and tacky and firm up on you. So, as I said, only mix what you can get on the floor in 20 minutes. Then you've rolled that out, that's all fresh and good, mix another batch and continue the job. It does gel well together, mix after mix. So if you're doing bigger areas, let's say you're doing 500 square meters, you're not going to be doing it on your own. Okay, so you're going to have someone mixing, in some cases someone squeegeeing and someone back rolling. If you're not squeegeeing and you're just rolling, that's fine too. But with 2 or 3 people, you're moving pretty quickly and a fresh batch is always on its way. So you're keeping that wet edge the whole time. Treat it the same as Sparta 60 in that regard, you won't have an issue. In my opinion, for how quick it cures, I'm surprised at how easy it is to use. I think that's a testament to the lab, to Matt, to R&D, to the work that goes into the products we develop. I'm taking my APC hat off here, and honestly, I'm saying, like, I've used rapid cure products in the past that are trafficable in the same amount of time, and for me, they were notoriously difficult. So either my skill level's gone through the roof, or the product's heaps easier to use, and I think that's the formulation of the product. What are your thoughts, Matt?
This is the third time I've touched it, so I don't know.
Matt's used it 3 times and he hasn't used any other product since. That's how much he likes it.
Sure.
So that's Sparta Shield over Grip Finish Outdoors. This product is available nationwide by the time that you see this video. Yes, I know APC Advantage customers have had early access to it and have been buying it. So if you're not an Advantage customer, hit us up and let us get you signed up for that. It's free. You get exclusive access to products before anyone else. It's a, great little perk to have. Don't forget, next time you're at APC, next time you're quoting a job, consider Sparta Shield, especially for those outdoor applications. Get yours today. If you've liked this video, there's a butt-ton more of this awesome content of these two sexy gentlemen on YouTube for you to check out. So there's going to be a link of another one. Jump in and check that. See you next time.